boy Shunt and your boy Redacted.
What's going on? Catch us on Wylion Mofo, Real Dumbshit, and Redacted Shunt for the Twitter. On YouTube and on Facebook is Official Wylion. Instagram is Wylion Official, and Mixcloud is Wylion RDS for all that dumb shit.
The Phil and Grano podcasting are back. What's going on, people? This is Real Dumb Shit. My name is Redacted.
And my name is Shunt, aka Grant.
What's happening?
I'm good. I'm very, 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 very happy to be in this new year.
Again.
Still. Always. So, sir, in a manner of speaking, what is the dumb shit this week?
Yeah, someone contacted me the other day.
About what?
They decided to send me something they thought was some dumb shit.
What, like a correspondent?
Yeah.
And was it on
correspondence?
Was it on MSN by any chance?
No, it wasn't that guy again.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I don't think so.
Great.
This person, I forgot to take down the name, but this is someone that got me on my Gmail.
On your Gmail?
Yeah, I don't know how people keep getting that.
Well, you have a very obvious one.
I guess it's not that obvious.
It is.
It's not like my name is Redacted RDS. Like that's not.
My name is redactedrads@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's not. You can't guess that.
Yeah, but considering your name is redacted and you don't want people to follow you, it's going to be the first thing that they probably Google search. In fact, that's on Gmail as well. You know, it's problematic, sir. That's
I guess.
Very problematic.
I guess. Anyway, they sent me this story.
Okay.
Apparently, this woman, this couple.
Couple of women?
No, man and woman couple.
Man and woman, okay.
With a kid, so a triplets.
Kids are triplets?
Well, no, like, as in 3 people involved.
3 people, okay. 2 parents, 1 parent.
And then two parents and a child.
2 parents and a child, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Male, female, child.
Cool. Alright.
Of nondescript gender.
That's all the parameters that we need to have.
Yep.
Now let's have it. What is it?
So they're in the middle of a dispute. They're breaking up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, this woman tried to get him arrested.
So she tried to get him arrested.
Yep. Because he'd been chatting up some young chick on like Facebook or whatever.
How young?
Teenage. She was going to school. But it turned out that she was the one that made the fake account. Tried to catfish her own husband.
Oof.
Try and get him arrested for chatting to little kids.
Oof. So was he aware?
Well, what happened was when he was chatting to this, in air quotes, girl who he thought was a young girl.
Catfished, yeah?
Yeah, he was just talking about how his marriage was all fucked up and his wife's a bitch, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
But then he started
to
talking
his
about...
wife, obviously.
Huh?
To his wife, obviously.
Yeah. Unbeknownst to him. And then he started chatting about how, you know, if you know anybody, I've got the funds if someone can take care of my wife.
Oh!
The plot thickens, as they say.
Oh, so let me get this straight. So my man wants to basically get his wife killed, and the one person that he asks about getting his wife killed is his wife, who's pretending to be a underage girl.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb.
So I guess like what's running through the wife's mind is like at first it's like, oh shit, you know, it's not exactly going to plan. But then like kind of bingo, like this is even better in a way. You know, like he's not just chatting to a young chick, he's actually devising murder. So yeah, so she goes to the police.
I mean, here's a clanger in the works. I reckon that he knew that it was her. mean, you know, it's hilarious because I would do that personally.
Which one?
Like,
what if you knew someone's catfishing you, you'd be like, yeah, I want to kill you.
Yeah, I want to kill this person. Can you help? Sort of thing.
Yeah. So she gets him arrested. But then it turns out that look at the big brains on Mr. Shunt. That he did know, and he'd already been to a lawyer, and he already made a statement saying that like what he's going to say to this person is not his true intentions. Blah 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 blah. He made a legal statement saying that he was going to say all this stuff. So he ended up getting custody of the kid because his wife's unstable. Crazy ass bitch.
Yeah, of course. Is it fair? Yeah. What sort of person does that? I mean, that's low.
It is pretty low.
Going to pose as an underage girl
Yep.
and then pester your husband.
Yep.
In order for what? A divorce?
Up to custody. She just wanted sole custody.
Sole custody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's fucked up, right?
And the way that he threw her under the bus is by saying he wants to kill her. That's bad. I don't know. I've never been in a relationship that bad, so
Never right, thankfully.
I don't know. I mean, like, if you hate each other that much, you don't really, like, as horrible as it is.
I feel sorry for the kid.
Me as well. No, actually, I don't, because he's with the better parent.
Yeah, but they're both fucked up.
Not really. Dad was of sound mind when he wrote that statement.
I guess.
But yeah, it is fucked up. Only in America.
I guess,
right?
but it's kind of like a reverse catfish.
Only in America, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So,
of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wish people would just get on, you know.
Yeah, that would be ideal state of affairs.
So she wanted sole custody, what, to hurt him?
Probably.
And then also have him arrested for being...
Pedo,
yeah. So she wanted to ruin his whole entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she deserves what she got, bro. Did she get arrested?
I don't think so. I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah, she should have.
I didn't see anything about that. She should have. But, yeah, probably not.
Still not as bad as R. Kelly. That there.
Well.
Well.
I don't know, like...
Have you seen the documentary yet?
No, I haven't, but at the same time, it's nothing new.
Well,
like, we've been hearing stories about him for years.
It's the same
like
thing
decades.
It's like the same thing with the Bill Cosby thing, isn't it? It's like...
I guess.
I guess.
No, but the Bill Cosby thing, I feel like it's a bit different because, that was more hush-hush.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
It was kind of, there were stories, and then he paid a couple of people off, but, this was, just blatant, R. Kelly's doing this. It was all,
yeah, because you saw his face.
It was almost like a monthly basis at one point.
Yeah.
You'd hear a new story about R. Kelly.
And then a new album.
Exactly. And then people just got into that mode. It's like, oh, that's crazy R. Kelly again. Touching on them kids.
Touching on them girls.
Pissing on little chicks.
I don't know. I mean, this is the theory, innit? That when you get to a certain level of fame, and you've done everything crazy sexually, your mind goes to a deviant place. Apparently.
Yeah.
And R. Kelly predominantly sung about sex. Telltale signs were there. The fucked up thing about the R&B singers versus the hip hop rappers is that rappers talk about wanting to kill a motherfucker and end up killing a motherfucker. And these guys, when you listen to the actual lyrics of the song, they're not really giving the girl a choice. Real talk. I mean, fair enough, they're setting the mood, they're doing it, but they're like, this is happening right now. Yeah. And the more fucked up thing about that is that today's modern woman want men to take charge like that. That's the reason why they're listening to these sort of musicians. Yeah. Which is even more fucked up because that's how you catch a case. If you started whispering or even mentioning on I mean now it's a bit weird because obviously R. Kelly's fucked up now, but I don't see nothing wrong with with a little bump and grind. Yeah. You know, innocent little line back in the day, you could have got away with that. Right now, it's all political. He's ruined a perfectly good sort of moment. But then saying that, as humans, we are very reliant on other people's expression in order to convey how we feel in regards to music.
Okay.
So, we're all guilty of it. You know, one of our, female friends comes round. We want to sort of set the mood, dim the lights, start speaking to her softly, put a bit on, of the old R&B, which is like, the spice, as it were.
Mm.
And, it's got a lot of men lucky. A lot of women lucky as well.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation, whoever's uglier. But there's always a give and take sort of thing. But I mean, like in regards to just the commonality, as it were, is that you put on some music. R&B is very sexual, very sensual, very loving. Loving is a weird word to use now.
Yeah.
But it conveys that message. So the whole moniker is that it's all entertainment when it's on the stage.
Mm.
When the person goes home, how do they get inspiration? Apparently, R. Kelly had a booty filling session when he was recording Feeling on Your Booty. Doesn't seem out of place now because we know he's a complete sexual deviant. But commonalities like that were just shunned as sort of like, oh, he's just getting his muse on. Now, that's good and it's bad at the same time. Good, that now we've got a reason to sort of say to a girl, yeah, I'm feeling on your booty. But in reality, the process that he actually went through to sing that song, a lot of girls got locked in some rooms and a lot of girls got their mum touched. And this is the reality deal. But then saying that, because he's R. Kelly, a lot of girls may want their booties to be felt by him. This is something that we cannot deny. Lord knows why now, but even now, there are women queuing up to, be embraced by his romantic ways. Which now sort of like pulls me back into my main statement, which is, do we as men have to become scumbags in order to get laid on a regular basis? Like, absolute scumbags.
I will say no.
No. So, let's just wrap this into a scenario, right? Lady comes home. She looks amazing. You then say, hi love, how's your day? How's things? Are you well? She replies with the statement, yes, not really, just a bit tired. Now, is any form of sexual coitus going to erupt from that situation within, say, the next 10 minutes after that? Based on that guy's approach.
Based on that guy's approach?
That guy's approach. Guy who's literally asked her about
Oh,
her day.
that, oh no, maybe not in 10 minutes.
Well, this is it. Like, pending on the
We're at
couple's...
15.
Well, this is it. Pending on, like, the couple's interaction
10.5
and their
minutes.
relationship,
Yeah.
this is it. Like, we would assume. But from that bland statement, although this is very important in a relationship, general communication as well as aggressive sexual communication, you're going to get a situation where, you're just chilling with your girl, which is not bad. It's not bad. Don't have to, get your ding-dong out all the time and start waving it around like Luke Skywalker, right? But I digress. The guy that basically says to his girl, very sexually aggressively, I want you right now. Oh my God, you look so hot. I've never seen you look like this before. Let's do this. Which one is going to get the shorter span of time for coitus? Fair enough, like she may protest in both, right? Because at the end of the day,
No comment.
It is a mutual decision
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship. When you're with R. Kelly on the other hand, it's not. You have to wait your turn in the dark, in a room. And obviously, that's all wrong.
That is messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. Now, yeah, I recommend that you watch Surviving R. Kelly, just so you can actually realise, ladies, whether or not you're in a bad relationship.
I would hope they wouldn't have to see that to recognise.
No, some girls do. Some girls, I mean, obviously, it's not just girls nowadays, it's both guys and girls.
Yeah.
You know, because now you've got some gay guys that are absolute bastards to their partners, and lesbians as well, that are absolute bastards to their partners.
And straight women.
And straight women who are absolute
Don't
bastards.
miss them out.
Of course not. It's a free-for-all right now. But the commonplace, like, imagery that we see is a man beating up a woman, or a man beating up another man. We hardly ever speak about a woman beating up a man, although that happens more often than not. Because as fucked up as it is, women nowadays have more frustrations than men. For some reason. Or another. And, yeah, men, as horrible as it is, some men aren't equipped to deal with said situations. Same thing as some women aren't dealt with, built to deal with this set situations as well. Which is all effed up. But besides all this shit, let's talk about some entertaining dumb shit. I know we talked about R. Kelly, but I mean, like, if you're...
Speaking of sexual predators.
Sexual predator, yeah.
John Lasseter.
John Lasseter, what is he?
Yeah, he was in charge of Pixar, innit?
Oh.
So yeah, fresh off the back of his own sexual harassment allegations, he's been given another job in charge of people who he can sexually harass again.
That's good. And bad.
It's fucked up. He's like...
What films is he responsible for? Just so we know.
The Pixar movies, like all the early ones. All the early ones, almost all of them up to now.
So, Wall-E?
Yeah, I think so. Toy Stories.
Monster.
Yeah.
Monster Inc.
Incredibles, I think.
Both of them.
Cars.
Planes.
Yeah, he was the dude that was in charge of Pixar.
Okay. But I say, Steve Jobs can pick him.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, he's one of the founding members of Pixar, isn't it?
Oh. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not his fault. It's people's fault.
Whose fault?
People. Like, a dictator doesn't get to power by accident. We have to take responsibility as human beings. This is my New Year's resolution.
Is it?
Responsibility.
We'll see how this lasts.
Well, it depends. I mean, like, you've got, like, say, Trump, for example. Everybody's saying, oh, he's a dickhead, he's an arsehole, blah, blah, blah.
That guy's
he's so racist and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, people voted him in. Delusion is that people voted him in.
I don't know how. Like, he sounds like a fucking idiot.
No, but for that
I heard him the other day talking about the wall.
The wall.
And it just sounds like a moron. Like, oh, people say the wall is archaic. The wheel was archaic. Like, some other stuff. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just actually, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is it. When you're in a room full of people that are only going to say yes to you, what you then have to do, as strange as it may seem, is learn to think for yourself.
Well, you think you never learned that ability?
No. Because one, he's rich. Two, he's never been in a situation where he hasn't got any control over things. And he's in the biggest situation for a bully to be in. He's president of the United States, biggest bully in the world.
But you'd think after all these years, you'd at least learn to be able to talk like you know what you're talking about.
That's not necessary when you're rich. You don't have to talk as if you know what you're talking about, because somebody else...
It should be, because there's always people in the room that's smarter than you.
Yeah, but they're frightened to death of him, because he's a bully.
But you know what they sound like. This is what I mean. Like, you know what they sound like when they need to give you information and you're going to make a decision on it. like, you can hear, like, confidence or, like, just speech patterns that sound like a human being that has a little bit of intelligence.
Normal people have empathy. Leaders, as horrible as it sounds, do not have empathy.
I'm not talking about empathy, though. It's not.
That's
empathy.
what it is.
It's
like,
not
you're
empathy.
talking about him being able to understand, you know, that if somebody's upset or
No one said that.
No, this is what I'm saying.
No one said. I'm not talking about. I don't give a fuck about people who's upset. I'm just talking about people who sound like they know what they're talking about. Like someone who speaks like they have some intelligence. Like, you don't actually have to.
Do you know what?
But you can fake it.
Because he has no empathy, what would depict to Donald J. Trump as somebody who knows what they're talking about? Is somebody just speaking loudly?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. You gotta think about it. Completely different lifestyle.
Yeah, I get that, but
yeah, I get it. But yeah, so we've covered what? Donald Trump, R. Kelly, which is the most dumb shit. What else we covered?
Netflix.
Netflix, okay. Load of dumb shit here.
They're being sued.
By who?
By the Choose Your Own Adventure book people.
Oh, the people that do books.
Yeah.
Not code and websites and online streaming services.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah. Wait,
Page
what?
turners. I'm just saying, you know. So they're copyrighting their Choose Your Own Adventure book. Right?
Yeah.
Can I click on a book?
No. No, you can't.
Can I?
But that's like,
can I visually see a
that's
book?
like saying, yeah, if you write a book and I make a film based on that book, just because it's not the same, just because you can't read my film or TV
Because it's a different
series,
language,
exactly.
yeah.
You're trying to say that that's okay. Like, that shit don't fly.
It's not based on their book, like concepts, yes, but then you could say the same shit.
Yeah, but
about
they reference it in the film. They reference Choose Your Own Adventure books in the film.
Yeah, as freaking what's that thing called? Oh God, the convenient way of explaining things. What's that?
What, shorthand?
No, not shorthand.
An example? An analogy?
No. What is it? Pope in a bathtub. That thing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, like, basically, it's like, much like a segue of information being divulged.
No, but it's completely different if you're saying that I'm making a game that's like a Choose Your Own Adventure book. You're referencing the actual thing. You're using...
Do you know what other...
You're using someone else's brand to, to inform of your new thing. Like, that's...
Have you seen...
It's dicey. Look, I'm not saying that they're 100% right. I'm just saying they might have a case.
Have you seen the movie Big?
Yeah.
That happens in fucking Big, bruv.
What?
The whole friggin' Choose Your Own Adventure nonsense, and he makes it into a video game. It's exactly the same premise. If anything, Charlie Brooker ripped off Big. He didn't rip off this Bandersnatch thing.
Hold on a sec.
Bandersnatch is just the segue.
If Big was about making decisions that, decides how the story goes.
They clearly
yeah, but
say
it
that
wasn't.
in the game. They clearly, he has that in the game. That's what makes.
Yeah, but that's not what
funny.
Big is about. If Big was about that would be a different story.
Bandersnatch isn't about that.
Yes, it is, because you're making decisions.
No, you're just making decisions. The book's there, but then the decisions that you make aren't clearly it's not like go to page 57 and go to page 59.
Obviously, because it's a film.
Stuff. No, because it's a film game. It's not a fucking book. So the Choose Your Own Adventure nonsense can just suck batty because they're on pages, bruv. It's different.
No, that's not an argument. Because it's on pages. You need to come with a better argument than that.
No.
Because it's on pages is not a good argument.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about every other video game. So these
No,
guys...
it isn't. Yeah, but they're not referencing Choose Your Own Adventure. They're not saying, look, this is the Choose Your Own Adventure in a game where you're choosing
There's a sentence.
decisions.
They're basing a whole...
No, but it's also a brand. It's not like it's not like.
It's
yes,
not.
it is. That's what the book series is. That's the brand of the books. That's their branding. That's what it's called. That's what they have copyrighted.
So what? Penguin.
That's what they have trademarked.
So Penguin books. They like no one else can use penguins.
No, but no one
So
else.
what about the chocolates?
No one else.
What
can
about
use,
what about
no
March
one
of the Penguins?
Bruv.
What about now you just it's hearsay.
No, you're just being silly. Those are clearly different
the
things.
conjecture is-
Those are clearly different things.
Have you seen Bandersnatch?
No, I haven't. I don't
You
need
have
to
to-
see it.
you
Wait,
have to.
I don't
You
need to
have
see
to.
it. No, I don't.
You have to.
I don't need to see it to know.
Argument irrelevant.
No, it isn't.
It is.
Just because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because you have no basis of saying whether or not they're
What?
right.
No,
Right
my
to say.
basis is they're being sued. I'm telling you why they're being sued. I don't need to see the film to know that. These are facts I don't need to watch the film for.
You don't need to watch the film, but it would be great if you did, because then you'd understand where I'm coming from.
No, you're coming from a place of you like the film, so they shouldn't be sued.
No.
You don't see it as they're having their IP ripped off.
The IP being ripped off.
Their point also is that Netflix
have-
for a couple of years have tried to license their brand so they can make TV shows or whatever with the licensing, and they've never come up with a deal. Now all of a sudden they have this. It looks bad for them. That's all I'm saying.
So
it's not like they weren't aware.
So-
they were fully aware because they tried to get the license.
yeah, but they went with a company that was able to actually do it.
Who?
Whoever they went with.
They didn't go with anyone. They just made the film. So it looks like they tried to get a license, failed, and just made it anyway. That's what it looks like.
Do you remember that game that we played on Xbox? Was it Late Shift or whatever it is? It's the same thing.
It's not. They don't reference Choose Your Own Adventure in it. If they reference Choose Your Own Adventure in that game, then the Choose Your Own Adventure people will probably sue them as well. It's not the fact that you're making choices and it informs the outcome of the story. It is that you're making choices. It informs the outcome of the story. Plus, you're referencing the thing. Like, you're referencing this company to boost awareness of what your thing is.
So, Choose Your Own Adventure got some free advertising on Netflix, and then
They didn't get free advertising. That's not benefited them at all. How has it benefited them?
Well, it hasn't benefited anyone. This
Exactly.
Bandersnatch nonsense. But saying that, the concept, I like. The danger,
The concept I don't like. It's not for film.
Well,
There's no place for film. If I want to
that's
see
what
a
I'm saying.
film,
It's not film. It's streaming. So
what? Because it's streamed, it's not a film now.
I don't believe it is.
So any film that you watch on streaming is not a film.
No, any interactive stream that you watch on, like Netflix or Prime Now or whatever, is not a film.
Why?
If it's created for said platform.
Okay, but it's
it
not.
falls in the same line.
It's
as
primarily.
a TV
It's
movie.
primarily. It's a TV movie.
Yeah,
Isn't
you're
it?
right.
Isn't a movie? Isn't a TV movie a movie?
It's a movie, but it's not a film.
Okay, semantics.
No.
No, yes, it is. A film is only called a film because it was made on film. They don't do that anymore, so no film's a film.
Okay, so whatever the fucking case may be, video. We'll go with video, right?
Okay.
So, video that is made
Yeah.
for Netflix
Yeah.
is done at a different grade, a different sort of spec and all that stuff. That is that line. Whereas video that is made for cinema or general release, whether it be DVD or something like that, it's a different caliber of fish, if that makes sense.
Not necessary.
Yes, I mean, Netflix is blurring the line, but ultimately, the quality of production, I mean, with the exception of the new stuff that they've got coming out now, or is it the Velvet Buzzsaw and
Exactly.
and the Polar and all that stuff, Choose Your Own Adventure, whatever their case may be, they may well have been sat down with Netflix and tried to sort of garner a deal beforehand. It fell through.
Well, the other way around, but yeah, go on.
Well, this is it. It's like Netflix wanted this thing to work, and they were just oohing and ahhing and all that stuff, and obviously Netflix have got to make moves. Netflix at this particular time is the bigger company.
Wow.
But
Wow.
no. Put it into a perspective. Of this.
I'm putting it into perspective of wow.
Put it in this perspective. If they were selling rice, right? Like if Netflix was a company that sold rice and they were working with a farmer so they can sell meat and rice together, right? The waiting, you're saying it's 3 or 4 years, right?
Maybe.
Or whatever.
Maybe 2 to 3 years.
The waiting, and they want there to be branded on it and blah 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 and all this stuff. And still nothing. All of a sudden, an upstart media company comes along and says, "Yeah, I can do that. It's nothing." Does it within like 6 months. Bandersnatch, I think. Bandersnatch went from written format to actually done and dusted production-wise within about 6 months. Fuck Choose Your Own Adventure.
No, you're looking at it from the one. You're looking at it as if like Choose Your Own Adventure was like, yeah, come on Netflix, like I want to do this thing with you.
No. What it was,
it's the other way around. It's like Netflix are saying we want to make this. We want to use your brand to make our shit. Yeah, and I'm saying no. Like whatever you're offering me is not good enough. Yeah, so I'm saying no. You go away and you come back with another deal. I'm saying nah. Look, this is not good enough. I don't want my brand associated with what you're trying to make. You go away again, you come back, and you're telling me the same shit. I'm like, look, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Blah 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 blah. And then you go off, and then you go make your off-brand shit with someone else. Nah. You owe me fucking money.
No.
Yes, you owe me money.
No.
Yes.
For sitting on your ass.
Not for sitting on my ass. No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying. No. Yeah, I agree because you're using my brand.
No.
You're using my brand to help yourself.
They're using Black Mirror. It's Black
You're
Mirror
using my brand.
It wasn't Choose Your Own Adventure.
Then why did they? No. Then why did they bother mention it then? They had no They didn't have to. The same thing. What you're saying is like they didn't invent the concept, or even if they did, like the concept is out there and it's used in other forms. They did not have to mention their brand.
They didn't have to mention Frosties. They didn't have to mention Sugar Puffs.
They didn't. No, they didn't. But they did.
I suppose it's consequences of the action.
Yes.
Which would probably mean that Bandersnatch would just have to release the same thing again as a re-release without that.
That's not going to happen.
Nah, it's probably going to happen. It's probably already happened.
I don't think so.
They'll just take it off.
I don't think so.
Even though the damage has been...
Exactly. It's too late. It's pointless doing that. It's pointless doing that.
Yeah. But yeah. So...
Also, apparently Fox did... they did manage to make a deal with Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Did they?
Yeah.
And Disney are owning it.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. This Netflix Disney departure is starting to get a bit messy, isn't it? So that's the only reason why they're piping up now, is because they've got Disney money backing them.
Not really, because they sold the rights to Fox. It's not really, it's not really... I mean, it does, in theory, hurt their deal in the fact that maybe because this is already out, people won't watch a Fox-made or Fox-Disney-made Choose Your Own Adventure thing.
Well, the way I see it is, it's just another form of media. Like, it's not a new form of media, by any means, because... cable TV back in the day used to have interactive stories like this anyway. You had 4-button choices, and it's the same crap.
That's what I'm saying.
Videotron. So it's like Choose Your Own Adventure, wherever the case may be. They got a free shout on Netflix, and now they want to pipe up. If anything, what they should have done is, pending on how successful Bandersnatch was, which I think it was sort of fairly successful, considering it came out over, was it Christmas and New Year, innit? Well, whatever. So it's become a talking point now. What they should have done is just focus, rather than sort of think, fuck this, we're suing them, focus on their brand, make it sort of so unique and so sort of well planned out, that they're then charging Netflix to use their branded product.
They already said no to that.
Who?
Choose Your Own Adventure. They already said no. Netflix wanted to make a fucking Choose Your Own Adventure. They said no. They said no.
So they then didn't use Choose Your Own Adventure. Used somebody else.
No, but they did, because they still mentioned their brand. I don't understand what part of this is not computing.
No. I mean, this is the thing. It's like, I get it in principle.
No, but you're on the side of, you are on the side of the big company ripping off the little man.
I am and I ain't.
No, you just are. I'm not.
Which is
surprising. Which is why I was like, Wow.
It would be...
Because that's fucked up.
The only reason why I'm on the side
up.
of Netflix in this one is because...
As a creator, that's fucked up.
No. You misunderstand.
No, I don't think I do.
It's different if Choose Your Own Adventure approach Netflix, right? And then Netflix says, yeah, we're going to do the deal. Yeah, if they approached, basically. But when Netflix...
Why is that different?
No, it's different because money is coming knocking at your door. You're refusing the money or you're refusing the opportunity or whatever.
So it's okay for you to rate me?
No. Before you get started on that shit. Deal falls through. They get another company. They make the production without you. Fair enough,
No, but that's my point. They weren't going to be part of the production.
Yeah.
It's not like they were going to make it for Netflix.
Yeah.
It's Netflix wanted to make a Choose Your Own Adventure TV series or film or whatever, and they just wanted to use the Choose Your Own Adventure branding. Like, maybe they wanted to base it on the books. Like, actually base it on one of the books. But they said no to that because they didn't want...
No, because they had to deal with Fox.
No, because that came after. Like, that Fox deal is recent. This thing with Netflix has been going on for years. So, it's like, like, it's like you're saying that I don't have the right to say no. Like, if I say no, you can just go do what you want.
No, well, this is it. It would have been different for me anyway. I mean, like, it would have been different if it was Black Mirror's Choose Your Own Adventure, Bandersnatch, and the branding, right? It would have been different.
No, it would have been more blatant.
Would have been more
yes,
blatant.
It would have been more blatant. And again, like, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, from my point of view, looking at the facts, it looks like what Netflix done stinks. Like, it doesn't
It does.
look,
I mean,
to
like,
me,
well, this is it.
to me as an outsider, it doesn't look good for them.
Stink.
Because
it does stink, but as I said
because
before,
they were fully aware.
They're fully aware of what they're doing, and like, fair enough, they're like saying, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what they said, basically. But then, I'm thinking, if a deal like that's going through for like 3-4 years, and you've already got to deal with like Fox and all this stuff, like, it doesn't matter.
It does matter because it affects, like I said before, it can affect your deal with Fox. Like, you have a deal with Fox. Say their deal is not based on money up front. It's based on, whatever Fox takes as profit. Yeah. So this Bandersnatch thing has come out. They've got they mention Choose Your Own Adventure, whatever. And I don't know, say people don't like, I mean, either way, if people don't like it, it will put them off watching the Fox ones when they come out. If people do like it, it will also put them off watching the Fox ones when it comes out because they'll be waiting for the next Black Mirror one.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, because your same logic, you're saying...
Jungle Book.
You're saying... No.
Jungle Book. People were put off watching Mowgli. They just watched the Jungle Book. They don't want to watch another Mowgli. Like, they're done with that shit.
Yeah, but that's because Jungle Book's been released by a bajillion times.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Does not matter. You're right. Even if it doesn't matter, a bajillion times, it's still like twice in the last 3-4 years.
Exactly, and that's way too much.
Exactly, and so Fox is going to put out. Say they put out their Choose Your Own Adventure next year.
Fox started putting out shit.
You don't know that. Well, that's happened. Yeah, but that's happening this year. You've been shouting out about how it's going through and it's happening and blah blah blah. I'm not disputing it, but you can't turn around and say, oh, if it happens like next year, they're not putting out shit. Blah blah blah. You don't know that.
Alright, let me put it in this perspective because I feel. It's not like one of those ones where I'm against what Choose Your Own Adventure is doing, which is basically standing up for their IP or alleged IP.
Exactly. They are. That is what they are doing. They're trying to stand up for their IP.
But the fucked up thing about this whole situation is, if they win this case, who else is next? Video games. Any video game with a multiple pathway.
Well, what, for this specifically?
Yeah.
Only if they mention... This is the thing, like, it's not like, oh, you just pick on one thing. It's like they've got a couple of points that makes sense, which builds a case. You can't really make it. I mean, you can make a case of one point, but it depends how strong that point is. But like you're saying, like video games with multiple pathways, I mean, like that's been a thing forever. I mean, it's not, unless they're specifically trying to say this is like a choose your own adventure thing, like you can blah blah blah, and which they wouldn't anyway, because everyone knows video games are about making choices to beat the game or whatever. So I don't really think that stands up.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, like, it's only because the same thing I said about basically, I was defending Marvin Gaye's estate to, you know, sue Blurred Lines a couple of years ago. And the notion of what they were suing him on was ridiculous. The fact that they won means terrible ramifications for music. So, genre... Now basically, what they argued is that Marvin Gaye invented R&B, or the genre of soul.
Is that what they said? Because the song,
the
song sounds familiar. Like you can.
Yeah, it's a swing. So basically, when you're doing music production, you've got, say, 4 types of things that you can do to make something sound like another thing. So one would be like the MIDI. So like you'll get the MIDI files and, you know, the notes and the notation and all that stuff. That's one side of things. You'll get the rhythm, as it were, which would basically be the drum patterns or whatever sample that you use. That will basically be used from one particular song. If the song cannot be recreated within a notation, so like writing the notes and all that stuff. And then what they argued was that it's the feel. Now, music that feels old, right? This is the argument that Marvin Gaye estate basically made and won on. That feels, so basically, if the song seems or feels like another song, then the person that made the original song or the song before that song is entitled for all the royalties of that song, rather than just the percentage of that song.
Wow. Yeah.
So, that being said, that happened in music. This is happening currently within...
Yeah, but that's different. Like,
no.
That's different. That's completely different.
It sets the precedent.
It's completely different.
Because if they argue the case that this is the...
All they had to do was not mention Choose Your Own Adventure, and they would have been okay.
Yeah, but now it's Pandora's box.
It's not Pandora's box. Why did they bother mention it? Like, why would you open yourself up to that?
Maybe they want Pandora's box to be open on Netflix. Like, that's the only reason why I can probably justify it. Or Charlie Brooker doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, fine, yes, that's okay. But it should be down to a person at Netflix to make sure that whatever they're putting on their platform is not making them liable for anything. So I don't blame Charlie Brooker for doing it, because he just wrote it. Like, you know, whatever. If you're going to write, you might not necessarily be thinking about these sort of things.
Like, you would imagine that the lawyers had to look at the show before it aired.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I reckon it did.
I mean, only if someone specifically pointed out we could be liable for that, then a lawyer might look at it. But I don't think a lawyer. You get a lawyer to sit down and watch every
because
film.
if they're doing this whole choose your own adventure thing or this multiple pathway thing, they've been doing a deal with choose your own adventure people for like 3-4 years. They're fully aware. So I reckon most of the stuff in there.
Yeah, but you know what big companies are like? They don't fucking talk to each other, so they might not have been aware on that level.
Yeah.
But someone who could have been aware should have vetted that film.
Yeah.
Someone should have had eyes on it. Someone should have been able to see it and say, you know, maybe we should look into if we can mention it there, or ask permission. Like, ask permission to see if they're okay with it. You know, like you probably don't have to ask Sugar Puffs if it's okay, because it's just cereal. It's sitting there.
You know what?
But if you decided to pour Sugar Puffs up someone's bum, then you might want to ask permission if they're okay with that.
Yeah. I reckon Choose Your Own Adventure are doing a Taylor Swift.
Nah, I don't think so.
Basically,
I don't think so. Taylor Swift was just being a little bitch. Choose Your Own Adventure is they're trying to stand up for their IP.
There's no IP.
What do you mean there's no IP? If there was no IP, they wouldn't have mentioned anything.
At the end of the day, the way I see it is that any idea that is good, any good idea that has reached any form of prestige or volume of sales, right? As horrible as it sounds, has been ripped off. From something else.
Like?
I reckon Sugar Puffs was like somebody eating corn husks with honey on it, and then somebody says, these taste nice.
Well, maybe fair enough, but then somebody went out and they trademarked it first. It's not like
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The whole thing about trademarking, right?
No, but what's the point having it if it doesn't mean anything?
There isn't a point of having it. Like,
So
this
you
is my whole
think?
thing.
So you think no one should trademark anything, no one should copyright anything, anyone should just be able to run around willy nilly and do whatever they want with other people's shit?
Well, they do that anyway. But what I mean is that when it comes to creating how can I put it? It's like once you create something and you throw it out there, the idea is that it's there for everyone. If that makes sense. The moment you let loose that, I'm doing this film and it's going to have like 3D elements in it, it's going to have, interactive elements in it, it's going to have this, it's going to have that. When you compile that together and you throw it out there, it's now the universes. In regards to the book that they made, writers read books. This how the chain of events happens. Writers read books, they get inspired. They then, do some form of plagiarism, like vicariously, or whatever.
Inspiration and theft is two different things.
Yeah, I agree. But Shia LaBeouf has taught us anything is...
What?
Just keep stealing.
No.
I'm joking. That's terrible advice. But in regards to sort of like, I don't know, where this is going with the whole interactive nonsense being, conformed by one company, the danger that we face with that is that one company will then control it all. It would be like that company becomes like the new Sauron, as it were.
Really?
Yeah. You're going to have like little golems running around in executive form saying, no, he speaks to me, not you.
Yeah, but no one's saying that they can't do that. No one's saying that no other company can have a narrative where the viewer/reader makes choices.
No, but what
The point is, Netflix or Black Mirror/Netflix have used their branding to create awareness of their product. That's wrong. The rules say it's wrong.
Okay. I will agree. I would agree on the grounds of, one, it's all fucked up. But I can understand why Netflix just said fuck it. But then I also understand why...
No, that's even worse.
No,
That's even worse than ignorance.
No, but I also understand why, choose your own adventure.
If you say like, oh, well, they weren't aware. They weren't a little aware on the level that, one, Charlie Brooker might not be privy to, deals that they, he might not be involved. He might not have been involved. Exactly. He might not have been involved with their choose your own adventure strategic dealings. Like, so he just wrote the story that he had intent.
I don't believe he's ignorant of it. Like they would have like told him.
Not necessarily. It depends. It depends on whether they said, hey, Charlie Brooker, we have an idea for your Black Mirror. Why don't you make a choose your own adventure one? It's different from he's at home and he decided to write a choose your own adventure Black Mirror film.
No, I suppose. It's all conjecture at the moment. Definitely all conjecture. And rabble, as it were. But ultimately, let's speak about something else.
What else we got here? Okay. Captain Marvel writer is going to be a showrunner on the Vision Scarlet Witch TV series.
I'm not a fan of the whole Vision Scarlet Witch TV streaming thingy.
Why not?
I just don't think they can offer anything. I mean, it depends. If they get the Fox stuff and it goes full-blown X-Men, then yeah. But I don't see any relevance or any... I mean, like, that was the weakest part of Avengers Infinity War for me. I mean, the whole relationship that they had. It wasn't as bad as, say, Scott Summers and Jean Grey in the thing, but it was like, I just don't care for these two. Mind you, there was bigger stakes being played all around the place. The fact that Vision had the stone in his head just made me sort of a little bit happy because I didn't have to see his Ross Clark face for a hot minute.
Okay.
Redacted. Cheer up.
What?
It's not that serious.
That's whatever, innit?
So you want to watch Vision and Scarlet Witch being romantic?
I mean, that might not necessarily be what it's about.
It's got to be what it's about.
Not really.
Yeah.
Why?
What else are we going to do?
Anything. Like, literally anything.
Solve crime!
They could do.
No.
They could do. They could go on a buddy cop adventure across the country. Like, they could be on the run. They could be in hiding. They could... Anything! Like, they could be chasing people. They could be looking for a thing.
None of that excites me, those two, like, being in mind. I just don't get it.
Fair enough.
It's like, it's bland. That whole thing between them two. I mean, fair enough, it might just be a case of what was written for them, but it's just bland. That relationship is bland.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking about the relationship. I'm just thinking about they can do stuff. Like anything. Like literally anything. Stuff can happen.
Yeah.
They can do stuff. Like, I feel like you're very, like, short-minded on certain things. Like, you've seen something you don't like, so whatever else comes out is going to be shit.
Nah.
Yes, it is. That has been your whole argument since this fucking podcast started.
Oh my god. Redacted. Getting all break-uppy on me. Shut up.
What? How dare you?
Acting like you're about to pick up your keys and your bag and, you know, go to your mum's for a couple of days. It's not like that.
Fuck yourself, bro.
But real talk, I mean, like...
No, you know why, yeah? Because you make these conversations difficult. If you're just going to shut everything down and nah.
Oh, what do you mean?
That's it, pretty much. Like, it's like, nah, it's trash. It's trash, nah. And then that's it. And it's like, we're not having a conversation, are we?
How the tables have turned.
What are you saying?
During my 10 episodes,
Yeah.
you were remotely difficult.
I was not difficult.
Yes, you were.
Bruv, no,
Have
I
you
wasn't.
listened to him?
Not recently.
Yeah, well, obviously, because you're like, yeah, I'm just going to be doing this, dude. And this is how I was. You know, I was saying, yeah, I've got to do this rundown, I've got to do this, got to do that, boom, 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 boom. You know, dot the I's, cross the T's, whatever. And, yeah, you'll be like, that's fine.
Alright, it's an off-mic conversation.
Huh?
It's an off-mic conversation.
Off-mic conversation! Oh my god! Okay, Bradley and Jermaine actually looking at us now thinking like, you motherfuckers need to shut the fuck up and get on with the show.
They need to shut the fuck up and stay out my business.
Fair enough.
Anyway, not that you care, but the director is Jack Schaefer. She also did Timer and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. The series, obviously, what?
I can't care about that sort of shit.
What?
You
don't even know what Timer's about, bruv. You don't even know what Timer is about.
I know what Frozen's about.
Huh?
I know what Frozen's about.
Yeah, but this isn't Frozen. My
niece watches Frozen.
This is like...
So she done Frozen?
No, she didn't do Frozen. She done Olaf's Frozen Adventure. So it was like a spin-off mini Frozen.
Pointless. That's what you're saying. It's pointless.
People liked it.
So she's done that, and now she's doing Scarlet Witch.
And Timer.
And Timer.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell
Timer is a amazing movie about...
Thrill me.
The near distant future.
Near distant future
of what?
Of what, Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
Where people have devices like wearables, which tell them when they're going to meet their soulmate.
I also like that episode of Black Mirror.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's an episode of Black Mirror.
Well, what year did that come out?
Came out like last year.
this was probably first. So they ripped this off as well. Nice. And the series will obviously air on Disney Plus, which also announced Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Is it Falcon and Winter Soldier?
It's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
As in Falcon show, Winter Soldier show, or Falcon and Winter Soldier show?
Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
Okay.
It's the odd couple with superheroes.
No, they're not superheroes. They're just cyborg. Or,
What do you mean they're not superheroes?
They're like augmented.
How are they not superheroes?
Well, how can I put it? The way that I put into frame.
You're wrong.
What? No.
You're wrong.
They are augmented.
Whatever you're going to say is wrong.
They are augmented humans. They are
superheroes.
No.
Why?
Superheroes are people with superhuman abilities.
No.
Normally.
No.
So they are
superheroes
one piece.
Are people who are superior heroes. That's what super is short for.
No.
Superior.
They're just heroes.
It doesn't mean superpowers. It doesn't specifically
They're just
mean
heroes.
No, they're superior heroes.
No, they're not superior.
They're not regular heroes. They're not fucking cops and firemen. They're fucking superheroes.
They haven't got regular heroes going up with these superheroes. So they're just heroes.
What do you mean?
Like, there's not a comparison within...
Yes, there is, because cops and firemen and fucking... what do you call it? Ambulance resuscitators and whatever,
in this
and doctors and all those shits.
this.
Those people exist in this universe.
No, they don't. There you go. They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, but they're not.
It's just
But
heroes.
not all of them are gone.
It's not superior heroes.
All of them are not gone.
Most of them.
No.
I mean, Fagin game anyway. For the purposes of...
For the purpose of no, there's still cops and other people out there.
Cool.
So yes. Are you done?
Never. What's the next bit?
So you're done.
No. I'm never.
Coming to America 2, Cruise Control. What's up?
Why the fuck is it called Cruise Control?
It's not. I just put it on the end.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's going to be directed by Craig Brewer.
Who has done...
Dolomite, Dolomite is my name, which is not out yet. Which is what he was previously working with Eddie Murphy on. Apparently he was keen to work with him on Coming to America 2.
Okay.
He also did Hustle and Flow. The script is being rewritten by Kenya Barris, who's rewriting a script from the original script writers from
The first one.
the first one, yes, who is Barry Bluestein and David Sheffield.
Okay. I don't think this is a good idea.
Why not? Coming to America.
No, because it had a good ending.
Did it?
Yeah, he got married from that girl from Queens and they went back to Zamunda and everything was good.
Yeah, but this time, Akeem learns that he has a long lost son and he has to return to America to find him.
It didn't say anything.
Yeah, after the credits roll, didn't it?
Isn't
Or maybe one of those chicks that he was trying to go out with, maybe he fucked a couple of them
No.
off screen. We don't know.
Yeah, I suppose.
We don't know.
Yeah, it was.
He had options, exactly.
It was the 80s. I reckon Long Lost Brother would probably be more accurate.
Why?
His dad was on it, bruv.
Why?
He was on Jones, just hype on it, bruv.
What, so he's gonna go look for an old ass uncle? Oh, brother, you said?
Oh, no.
Nah,
Not old ass brother, but you know.
that's worse than Long Long's son.
Well, it depends. It depends. I mean, if he's still married to that lady, or he
I don't think so. I mean, I'm imagining that they're not, like, something happened,
and she had to go
they
back.
broke up. I mean, this is why I don't like comedy, like sequels to comedy, because the first one always ends well, where the two people you wanted to get together, and when you watch the sequel, you found out they broke up. Even after, it seemed like they were so perfect for each other. Relationship dead.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing.
But that's probably what's going to happen.
Well,
She went home, she was pregnant, he's got a son, he didn't know. Now his son's like 38.
I would say it's fully grown.
Well, he'd have to be, wouldn't he?
No.
Well, I suppose like maybe they didn't break up straight away, but
I
it
suppose.
was like 20. He's not going to be a little kid.
I suppose.
It says long lost son. So if he's only 5, it's not long lost. It's short lost.
It depends on how many kids he has.
I don't know. It sounds like one.
Just one.
Sounds like this is the only one.
Okay.
That he knows about.
Okay.
So like maybe coming to America 3, there could be another son. But he's in China.
Please
no. Not even in China.
No.
Coming to China.
To be fair, they'll probably have all the money by that time. But my whole thing is, the main reason why I don't like coming to America 2, or the idea of coming to America 2, is the same reason why I kind of frowned when they were doing Vampire in Brooklyn 2.
Is there a sequel to that?
No, they were doing it.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a good one-off. Just let it be. Golden Child. I don't want to see a Golden Child 2.
That's a lie.
I do want to see a Golden Child.
Exactly.
But I don't think it's...
Like, check like 20 podcasts ago, you were chatting about Golden Child 2.
Yeah. Only because the part where he drinks the water. I thought that bit was genius. I want the knife, please. So what else is on the Dumbshit?
Yeah, well, there's no official start date for this, but the hopes are they will start filming this year. Not my hopes, their hopes.
Have they finished filming Dolomite?
Yes, they've wrapped on Dolomite.
Okay, maybe it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be tight. Like, well, no, they could probably organise something for the end of this year. Maybe filming in like November or something, and then the film probably come out in, I don't know, I'd say probably like August, November, maybe next year. Sounds like a reasonable slot for that type of film.
Did you hear about the trailer being made for Birds of Prey?
No.
Basically, there's some bullshit on YouTube, basically, but one guy was filming a what would you call it? A Uber advert.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not promoting them, it's just what it was.
Sure.
And
sure.
Yeah,
and I don't have a movement watch. They're gone.
And they were next to the Warner. Well, basically, ironically, the thing that I actually caught my eye, and it's quite funny, that Warner Brothers lot literally have the same thing that they have in Animaniacs.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew it was like kind of legit.
Yeah.
So they were filming like Birds of Prey, and they had like the tape all wrapped around and all that stuff. So I reckon that we're going to see a trailer for Birds of Prey for the same time as Shazam comes out.
Makes sense.
So you'll have Shazam and
Just
then
like
the trailer.
April kind of times. Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so I reckon it'll be about then. And hopefully it'll be about 6 months into production by that time. So we'll be all winning.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll be all winning.
I guess.
Okay, other dumb shit.
Speaking of DC,
This is.
Titans, first impressions.
Well, my first impressions weren't good. No, that was when all I had was stills.
First impressions of the actual show.
No. This is it. This is the reason why I'm saying this now.
Okay.
They weren't good. I did not like the whole concept. I didn't understand why certain characters looked a certain way. But after seeing the first couple episodes, it works. It works a lot better than I thought it would. And needless to say, it does show you shouldn't really judge anything on the stills, as it were. That being said, Joker could possibly be good.
The Joker movie.
The Joker movie.
I mean, yes, it could possibly be good.
Because now I kind of get what they're trying to do. They actually kind of know what they're doing.
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't watched.
For
I haven't watched
me,
the whole
there's a lot of conflicting stuff that makes me think like, oh, this is going to be good. Oh no, this is going to be terrible. Oh, this could be good. Oh, they have no idea what they're talking about. So that is going to be definitely a wait to see thing. Titans, I was a little bit more optimistic than you were. I was fully willing to give it a chance. You know, I didn't think it was going to be terrible. But my first impression is it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. there's definitely some dialogue issues here and there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot more brutal than I would expect from these characters. But I feel like if they're telling the story of, you know, like, this is how the characters are, and then that's what they become, I feel like that's okay. If it stays like Arrow, if it stays like this, you know, I'm not saying I'm out, but it just definitely is a problem kind of internally for these characters.
I think it's because they wanted to ground a lot of the characters into sort of like, you know, what would be the real reason why you would leave Batman. And the Dick Grayson angle kind of made sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't know if it's a case of that's the story that they're trying to tell.
When you watch the whole of it, it makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Like, once you watch the whole of Titans, it makes sense.
Where I'm up to, I don't know if that's the story that they're trying to tell, that you're not supposed to believe him, or if there could be something else going on behind it, or if it's just the way they've just structured the story that I just don't believe that this character has an issue with violence. Like, yes, he is very violent, but has he left Batman because he doesn't want to be that way? You know, I don't believe that's the case. I don't get that from the character, and I don't get that from the story that they're telling.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, for me, what was the original reason why he branched out as Nightwing?
Basically, you know, he wanted to be seen as an equal. Like, you know, Batman would always treat him as a sidekick. Like, he wanted to be partners. Batman doesn't see partners. He just saw him as a sidekick.
Someone to take all the front fire.
Well, yeah. Well, someone to take orders and sit back when they're told to sit back, and go forward when they're told to go forward. Which, obviously, if you're, you know, becoming a man, even in your, you know, own home with your parents, at a certain point, it's hard to take orders from people, because, you know, you've got your own mind and you know what's best. Well, you start to feel like you know what's best for yourself.
Especially if he's like, from a young age, he's like, you're not my dad, Bruce, shut up. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's also that side of it as well. There was a bit in it that bugged me, but I mean, there wasn't a lot in it that bugged me. But like when
wait, what episode are you up to?
I can't remember. I don't
know. What's happened?
I don't know stuff. I think it was the one after the not Legion of Doom, the Doom Patrol episode.
Oh yeah.
So
I like the Doom Patrol.
There was a bit, yeah, they were cool. And again, they're getting their own series that's going to be coming out soon. There was a bit where it was right at the beginning, actually, which, you know, I can probably forgive it for. But there's a bit where they have Rachel downstairs, Raven, and a cop comes in and she's like, "You have a thing for helping kids, right?" And it's like, what? Like, I don't need you to tell me that. Like, show me that. Or, like, the other like thing that's, you know, a strange like query is they're cops. Like, why don't all of them have a thing for helping kids? Like, why isn't helping kids their thing?
Because sometimes it's not.
Yeah, but it should be. Like, why does that have to be one person's special thing? Like, you're the one person in the police station full of people that's known for helping kids. No, it isn't. It's not the same thing for any job, because your job...
No, but it's like somebody will always be a hard worker, somebody will be a lazy bastard.
Yeah, but it's different if you're police.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
well, it should be. No, it should be.
But
it should be.
It's not. You always got some lazy fucker always passing on some work that they should be doing.
Yeah, but that should be...
But in saying that, that same lady is adequately punished within the story.
Is she?
Yeah.
She was his partner.
No, she was his current partner.
No, because he didn't have one before then.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, the blonde woman that comes in
The woman that comes in on the first day.
Yeah, is his partner. And he hadn't had one before he got there. Like, since he left Gotham, he hadn't had a partner.
Okay, but his last partner in Gotham was murdered.
No, the partner he talks about...
It's always questionable when they have this double identity thing anyway. So
yeah, because the partner he's always talking about is Batman. I don't think he really had a partner in Gotham.
Well, this is it. This is the fucked up thing about Dick Grayson's detective job, right?
Yeah.
It's flawed. It's a flawed system. Like, he should be found out by now.
Yes, especially since, like...
Well, he's just surrounded by
You look
detectives.
the same. You look the same. All you're wearing is fucking... You're basically the reverse of Superman. Like, you're wearing something covering part of your eyes. Like, your hair clearly looks the same. You clearly have the build of Dick Grayson or Robin, depending on who you saw first.
Yeah.
Like, but you have to forgive that part. Kind of, which is hard.
There's a lot of it, though. This is the thing. It's like, within that, like... So you've seen the episode of Robin yet, yeah?
Which one? When he meets Jason?
Jason.
Yeah.
So you've seen that one, yeah?
Yeah.
So, when he finds out he's been replaced and blah, 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 the thing that got on my nerves is the fact that how casual he was about telling people that who he was. Jason, not Dick.
Yes.
And fair enough, he was in the safe house, which is obviously Titan Towers.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess maybe it'll be that, but...
Yeah, it's just a bit...
But, he was locked out of the systems. Like, how can they use it after Robin's gone?
Nah, you'd probably give Batman a call.
What? Please.
Please
give me access. I've got friends.
Yeah.
He's be like, no.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
No,
He
that's
used it after
that's what bothered me in the Robin episode, when it's like, oh, like, he knows I've wanted to meet you for a long time. It's like, bro, you've been in this for a year. Like, what are you talking about? Like, forever is not a year. Sort yourself out. Another thing that I thought was weird, actually, was, I don't know, like, it's something that you probably imagined before, but actually seeing it just made it too real when, like, he's cleaning his, like, shurikens. So, like, he had to, after everyone is unconscious / dead, he had to walk around plucking his shurikens out of people's eyes and hands and stuff and taking them home to wash them. It's a bit weird.
But
it's a bit weird to imagine.
But also sort of, like, very practical. Why would you make new shurikens?
Yes, just make new ones.
No.
I don't imagine ninjas, like, walking around and picking up their shit after they're done. Nah, man. This way to make the job unsexy. I just leave that shit behind. Like, alright, so, right, you'd say, like, the equivalent of that
is... Yeah, but it's like
leaving
a murder weapon behind, you know?
So? She's wearing gloves. Yeah, but you're trying to say one has never gone stray. Of course it happens all the time. But, like, the equivalent of that in, like, a cop movie would be, like, when you expel a clip. Like, you throw away the thing. Like, that costs money. Like, you're not going to throw that shit away.
Yeah, I suppose. But the clip, for me, is...
What, it's okay to throw them away, but not shurikens?
Shurikens, no. Don't throw away shuriken.
Just leave them, man.
No, you can't.
They're in a body. It's too late.
No, you take it out.
Nah.
Bullets.
No,
bullets,
okay. Maybe if it's on my way, like, directly leaving a scene, but I'm not going to specifically walk around to go, that's long.
No,
I got places to go. I could get seen. You could be seen at any moment. Like, you're supposed to be, like, the night. Like, you're supposed to be, like, part myth, part legend.
That's the reason why you do it during the gas, the smoke.
What, take them out? So you do another gas at the end and quickly run around and take... That's what I mean. Like, envisioning this stuff is just ridiculous.
And then you have to obviously take the gas canister because you have to fill it back up.
No, so unsexy.
It's not about being sexy.
It is. If you're fucking Robin or Batman, it's all about being sexy.
It's vigilantism, man.
Talking about cops. Bad Boys Free for life with a 3 at the end. This time it's even more personal.
Fuck Will Smith, bro.
Wow.
I'm fully on my Eminem bullshit right now, bro.
Wow. What's Will Smith have done to you?
apart from ruin like perfectly good movies.
Which one?
There's a lot of films that he's ruined.
Name one.
Well, Suicide Squad.
That wasn't his fault.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Saying it's his fault means that he was the worst part of that film.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't do any trick shots.
It doesn't matter. That's not his fault. He didn't write himself to not do trick shots. There's a lot of bad things in that film, and Will Smith is far from the worst. And I'm not even a Will Smith defender. That's just fact.
After Earth.
After Earth was a shit movie, no matter who was going to be in it.
Wild Wild West.
I mean, actually, you can argue After Earth on the basis that he's a producer in that film, but he didn't write or direct it. M. Night Shyamalan wrote that film, and I think he directed it. I'm not sure if he wrote it, but he definitely directed it.
He does have a tendency to write and direct.
Well, there you go.
According to Glass, anyway.
Say Wild Wild West. I don't think that was his fault. I think, if anything, having him in it made it more entertaining than if it was someone else. Imagine if someone else was Jim West. That would have been so much worse.
Wesley Snipes.
Someone else apart from Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
It would have been better.
It might have been better, but we wouldn't have.
John Witherspoon.
We wouldn't have had.
John Witherspoon.
We wouldn't have had. Wait, we wouldn't have had that Wild Wild West song.
Yeah,
you don't want to see my hand where my hip be at.
He'll just be doing the song. He won't be doing the actual. The song. Will
Who the fuck is John Witherspoon?
John Witherspoon, and he's the guy from Boomerang, the mushroom guy. He's got to coordinate. Gotta coordinate. Bang, 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 bang. Grandpa from Boondocks.
Okay.
That guy.
If he was in Wild Wild West,
yeah,
isn't he too old?
Hmm?
Isn't he too old?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but he'll still be good. He'll be better than Will Smith.
Not sure about that one. Not sure about that.
That's hilarious. Right now, it's hilarious.
Maybe, but it's not really going to be that hilarious. Anywho's, so yeah, they've just gone into production, like actual production. They had photos and stuff the other day.
Have you seen Gemini Man?
No, not yet. This is expected to release on the 17th of January 2020. This is directed by Adili El Aribi and Bilal something. Also stars Jacob Shapiro, Paula Nunez, and someone. Bad Boys for Life.
Pointless. Martin Lawrence. I mean, the only reason why I'm happy about this film is because Martin Lawrence is going to be in a film that doesn't involve him being in a dress.
Okay.
I'm very grateful for that.
He hasn't been in a dress in a long time.
You'd be surprised. What else? Yeah, so Gemini Man. Have you heard anything about this film?
Nope.
Will Smith cloned a younger version of himself. It's him versus a younger version of himself.
Is that the official plot synopsis?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Gemini Man.
Bullshit.
Well, what you say bullshit at?
That's not the story. Like,
what? It is.
That is not what the film's about.
It is.
Right, that movie have to.
It's a cheap knockoff of Looper.
That film was in production for like 20 years before Looper.
Yes, it was. And it's still shit, bruv.
Don't make me have to bing it.
Bing it, bruv. Bing it, bong it, whatever you need to do. Just don't long it, as it were. But yeah. So yeah, Gemini Man. I'm not excited. At all. And that's the film that's going to be after... Actually, how many Will Smith...
Bruv, are you crazy? This sounds nothing like what you just said. An elite assassin becomes the target of a mysterious young operative who seemingly can predict his every move. So it's a mystery. He doesn't know.
He does!
He doesn't know
he does.
He's up against a younger version of himself.
Well, I know.
This is going to be amazing.
It's going to be...
It's directed by Ang Lee.
Yeah.
Who, apart from The Hulk, there's many films that people love.
Name them.
Screenplay. I don't know. Name them. Fucking art house shits, man. I don't give a fuck.
This is going to be terrible. It's going to suck ass.
No, look. Screenplay written by quite a few people, but one of those people is David Benioff of Game of Thrones frame. This is gonna be the shit.
It's not.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be terrible.
It's
tragic,
going to be amazing.
painful to watch.
Bruv, look. Clive Owen is in this film. You can't go wrong.
This is what I've seen.
Benedict Wong. You can't go wrong.
You can.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Can't go wrong.
Can.
All-star cast.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be amazing.
Trash. Amazing trash.
It's going to be special, bruv. It's going to be so special.
Special needs, bruv. That's what it's going to be. This film's going to be special needs.
It's going to be so good.
Terrible.
Have you seen the trailer for Little?
Yeah. Big but with black people and women.
No.
Yeah.
No, because she doesn't get big, she gets little. That's why it's called Little, not big. Stop deceiving the people. If people listen to you, they'll have no clue what the fuck's going on.
Basically,
the film stars Issa Rae, a long-suffering assistant to a domineering and unreasonable boss played by Regina Hall. But when her boss gets trapped in the body of a 13-year-old girl, played by Marsai Martin, the little girl from Blackish, Ray's assistant character must now tend to her needs in a brand new, fun, and exciting way. What do you think about that?
I didn't get any for that from
Huh? What do you mean? That's exactly what was in the trailer. What the fuck were you watching?
No, I mean the only thing that
What part of what I just read did you not get in the trailer? Because it was definitely there.
You know what? The thing I feel about this film is that it's going to be a bunch of like nuanced jokes. Jokes where it's funny to see a kid in that situation.
Well, obviously.
And that's it.
Obviously. Do you not think that's what Big was?
It was. But, I don't know, it was okay in the 80s to have a film like that. This is the thing, it's like, I don't think Little, as it were, is good as a concept.
Okay.
I mean, Warranted is meant to be, one of those things where we've got what women want, what men want coming out. There's a lot of role reversal films coming out around about now.
But they always come out.
And to be fair, and to be frank, and to be honest, I'm sick of it. I've already got the film, I don't need another version of the same film. Come out with some new shit.
You're such a fucking liar.
The only thing that I can see...
You're a liar. You're always talking about you want the same but different.
No, same but different.
Whatever.
This is the whole thing.
Whatever.
Bland.
This is exactly what you want.
Bland.
This is exactly what you always wanted. This is what you've been crying about for years.
If anything, it's what I've crying about every single time. It's like Old Boy all over again.
No, it isn't.
It's like...
No, it is not.
What's the other film?
Have you even seen Old Boy, American Old Boy?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. Josh Brolin.
And it was amazing.
It was trash!
Right,
you wash your mouth out. You
fine.
wash your mouth out.
Was...
You ain't seen the Korean version. You can't say that.
Fuck you, bruv. I have seen it.
Then you wouldn't have even dreamed of saying that last sentence, bruv. You take your friggin' teeth out with friggin' a hammer, bruv.
Fine. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
Say it with me. It was...
It was very, very... It was very bland.
Trash.
And
trash.
I don't know, like the choices they made were seamlessly for no reason.
Trash.
Just give it. Come on, man. Just give layers to your opinion.
Trash.
Whatever.
I have to be simplistic because you like to be complicated and meaningful. Sometimes you just need to cut right to the shit. Right to the shit, bruv. So, is there anything else?
That's it for me.
That's it for you. Alright, so the mailbag.
It's a bit light this week. Yeah, what's up? Let's go.
Oh, God. I have to do this, remember this. So, last week we...
Can we just, filter out the madness?
No, not really, because, I have. This is the thing. Most of the time it's comments and all that stuff that you just like, you know, please play my mixtape. Why are you playing my mixtape? This is my mixtape. Here's a link to my
cold and
mixtape.
wondering why. You're gonna get a stand, bro.
Bro. So, I digress. So, this week's mailbag, I picked this question because I thought it was okay. If you could be a video game character, which one
Mega
would
Man.
you be? Mega Man?
Yeah.
That was rather quick. So you didn't even think about it. Is that something that just like, is that like a default answer?
No.
You shouldn't have thought about it that quick, bruv. That's scary.
Why?
Because it's like, oh, it's always Mega Man. You're waiting for somebody to ask you this question. Oh, somebody's asked you this question. Mega Man!
Mega Man's cool.
He's not.
Serious?
He's not, bruv.
Fuck you, man. What you got against Mega Man?
Mega Man is not the most coolest video game character to be if you could be any video
Who
game.
would you be then?
Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War.
Mega Man will fuck up Marcus Phoenix, bro.
Ah, bruv, I'd chainsaw you up.
Nah, you even get that close.
Cut you into ribbons.
I'll be jumping on my rush jet dog and flying all around. You can't touch shit with your big ass bulky ass self. You can't even jump.
Bruv,
You can't even jump. All you can do is climb.
I will tag you
Bruv,
for a frag.
you can't jump. How you gonna catch me? You can't jump. All you can do is climb. That's it.
I'll just go behind cover and just wait.
No one cares.
This is it.
No one cares. I'll blow your ass up.
I'm gonna live.
Nah, you ain't living.
I am, bro.
If Dom can die, you can die.
Nah, bruv. Actually, I think Marcus Phoenix does die, but not for like 3 games.
He was alive in the last one.
At least, like, when he dies, he leaves a body.
Maybe.
There was some
Dom's
rumors.
wife didn't.
Yeah, she was dust. It's kind of, should have gone there. Alright, what about...
Telling me about Mega Man, you picked Marcus Phoenix, bruv.
Alright, I'm gonna backtrack that because we've been playing a lot of Smash. I would be Link from Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Yes, and my Link will
Nope.
you'll take
Nope.
on Mega Man
Blue,
and
blue, 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 blue.
just, you know, spell casting,
Blue, blue.
fire arrows, lightning arrows. You have to wait until you beaten like 5 sub bosses before you.
Okay, bruv. I've beaten all the bosses, and then I stepped to you.
Nah, bruv.
Yes.
I will not give you the chance.
I've got my ultimate,
You'll be,
my ultimate Mega Man suit. Don't worry about that.
I will,
Don't worry. I've got
fire
all the
arrows-
gadgets.
I'll fire arrows into his naked face.
Nah, it'll be fine. Let's block it.
Bet we weren't.
All I gotta do is this. Boom. You can't touch me.
There you go.
Just John Cena ass.
Mega Buster, yeah?
Yeah.
Pointless. We can't see where he's going, just running. It's Bird Box all over again.
That doesn't matter.
Bird Box.
Hey, if Sandra Bullock can make it, Mega Man can make it.
Sandra, no. Mega Man Bird Box ain't gonna work.
It's fully working, bruv.
He'll die.
Fully
He
working.
will die.
Fully working. He's probably got a visor for that.
That's terrible. Alright, so, and there's one more question. What is your favourite...
T.
No, it's even more mundane than that.
Frosties.
Actually, what is your favourite cereal?
Actually, it's Jordan's Country Crisp mixed with Frosties.
See, mine is Crunchy Nut Cornflakes, chocolate version, mixed in with apple and cinnamon Jordans.
Good choice.
Boy,
Good choice.
Although apple and chocolate shouldn't be together, it works.
Pretty sure there's lots of recipes that have apple and chocolate.
Possibly. Yeah, got that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're looking to drop a sort of like correspondent into the mailbox, please just reply either with the hashtag ShuntLife or the hashtag Redacted or the hashtag Real Dumbshit, and we'll hopefully get back to you considering whether or not it's too retarded or not.
Don't follow me on Twitter. Don't follow me on Gmail. Don't follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, and also don't follow me in real life. And
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't find me anyway. That one I'm not too worried about. It's the online stuff. I think people have started to find me, and I'm not really happy about.
yeah,
So
it's not good. It's not good look. But yeah, be kind to yourselves this year, I guess. I apologise for arguing a lot with yourself, Mr. Redacted, in the beginning.
Wow. Okay.
Only because I want to be appearing as the better man, and I'm going to hopefully get edited.
Yeah.
So I look.
People see through your ruse, sir.
No, it's not a ruse. It's all science. So,
Yeah, exactly. A
people
scientific
science.
ruse. Exactly.
People science. And on that note, we is out. Later.